And now for something completely different.
Alrighty then. Well, this is why we will not be going anywhere today. It is frozen, icy, it is a mess. The vehicles are frozen solid. It's just now starting to get to be 32 degrees. It's been below zero. It's starting, as you can see, start to see the runoff, so it's starting to get a little water runoff. Oh, that's cold. So we will not be able to go into the store today. It was going to be a short day anyway. We were only there from 9 to 3. But unfortunately, and then the fog's starting to come in. I don't know if you can see in the distance or not, but the fog's starting to come in, so we won't be doing that. So it'll be a day that will be set back a little bit, but it's better safe than sorry in this weather. The vehicles just won't get around, and if it dips below 30 again, this will all be frozen solid and a mess, and then we'll be trapped out in it. And besides that, there are crazies out there driving. I mean, absolute crazies. So this crazy is going to stay home. I'll see what later, or at least tomorrow, brings.
Tomorrow for sure.
Alrighty, it is about 5 degrees. Wind chill factor is in the teens, minus. And it is still snowy, frosty, and just cold as all bejesus, but at least it's not icy rainy. So we're going to try and put in our day. We've been laid up for a little while, had some vertigo problems, but it's the way it is. So I'm a little wobbly, but at least I'm able to stand up. So I think we're going to go on in and see what the day brings and see what we run across. Alrighty. Well, I get a lot of emails that ask me about the store and where I work. Well, volunteer. It's a lot of work, but I don't get paid for it, so I'm not sure what to call that. But anyway, this is inside the office where I am most of the time. Today's a bad day. Arthritis is really bad. I'm having extreme problems with my back, shoulders, neck, and lower tailbone. But anyway, so this is what it looks like in here. Pretty messy. I try and keep a lot of parts on hand, different things. And we do basically volunteer service work for people for $5. People can come in and get their computer looked at, and anything I can do within that 1 hour period is only $5. Usually it's a simple fix and they're back on their way, instead of people that are on fixed income or assisted living, or indigent individuals that can't really afford to pay the $100 or whatever from Best Buy, Circuit City. And I don't talk them into computers. I don't talk them into saying that they need a new one, because if they don't, they don't. Now, that being said, if hardware is failing and they need to replace something, and then of course we'll do that. But yeah, this is kind of my little hole in the world. This is where I try and do what I do, and hopefully I'll be feeling better by the time I get out of here, because right now it's going to be difficult to get up out of this chair. May take me a while. So yeah, we'll have more later, but this was just, like I said, people were asking where I'm at and what I do and stuff. But that's the end of that.
Tomorrow for sure.
And just 2 days ago, this was all snow, ice, melty, nasty, frozen, and it's rained for a day and a half. It stopped for a minute and the sun's out. It's supposed to start raining again and then go back to ice. So it's went from 30 degrees to 55 degrees and it's supposed to go back to 30 minus again, whatever. So it has been really enjoyable. Getting better on the vertigo. It's not bothering me as much, but then the my arthritis, my degenerative arthritis, because of the weather changes and stuff, has really messed with my back. But we're gonna try and go ahead and get in the store and do something positive today.
Later.
So many people have asked about what I do at this at the store, when I always tell them I'm going into the store and stuff, and that was my office. Like I said, my vertigo is better, but the degenerative spinal arthritis is causing some real problems with movement. Anyway, so this is the store. This is where the seamstress work. They do sewing, repair, patching, mending, some light alterations. You can come in and get things repaired, sewed. They make items, quilts, they crochet things. They make hats, scarves, and whatever, and then back in there they have consignment areas where people can bring in for a small fee, as little as $10 a month, to sell their items. And there's more in the back room here where people can bring in their items. Tools will sell really well. We've got a guy that sells comic books. He does really well. Then knick-knack items and household goods and things. And it's not a flea market, it's a consignment shop, so prices are pretty well set by the vendors that bring their stuff in. This is my computer display room, and in it will be computers that have been refurbished. They've all got new batteries, new power supplies, hard drives reloaded with factory OSs. So there's Macs, there's Windows machines, there's a couple of Linuxes that I get to do Linux, and I'm really happy that a lot of people do the Linux. So those are all, they come with 30-day service warranties, so those are the ones that are all refurbished. And then I take trade-ins. They take trade-ins for, things that are scratch and dent. So this pile back here is everything that we've traded in. We either resell them or tear them down and use parts out of them. So if anybody wanted to buy something, they can come in and buy something for as little as $2 up to about $115, I think is as high as it would go. Some of them need keys, some of them need power supplies, some of them need batteries. Most all of them are functioning except for the ones in the boxes. And we box up a bunch of them, and I sell a lot of those to individuals that work at flea markets or other small shops. And they build and use the parts and everything, because we're primarily probably the only ones that actually do take trade-ins. So that's a really quick overview of the store. Like I said, most people we deal with are indigent or on assisted living, or the church will come and try and help them out. And for a small $5 fee, they can get their systems looked at, they can get them checked out, hopefully get them up and repaired. Sometimes it's really just a very simple thing, and I can't see, the entire 28 years I've been doing this, I can't see that people would have to pay $60 to $90 just to have their computers looked at before they're told whether or not they're repairable. So we got that going on. That's a quick look. So I've got to get to busy. See ya!
Damn, that was annoying.